You know, there's something that happens when we hit our 50s and beyond. We start choosing comfort, but we still crave that feeling of elegance, that little spark that says, I still got it. And for the longest time, I truly believed I had to choose between the two. Either I looked stylish and suffered quietly through the pain, or I went for comfort and felt a little too plain. But oh, life has taught me differently. These days, I'm all about balance. Shoes that don't just look good when I walk into a room, but also feel like a gentle hug for my feet. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to Age with Style, the space where we celebrate timeless elegance, self-confidence, and a little bit of wisdom that comes with age. If you're new here, I'm truly glad you stopped by. This channel is all about helping us look good, feel good, and embrace every chapter with grace and joy. So don't forget to subscribe and join our growing family of stylish women who know aging beautifully isn't about giving up, it's about evolving. Now, I've made plenty of shoe mistakes in my time. I remember a pair of heels I once adored. Stunning, but I couldn't stand in them for more than 10 minutes without regretting every life choice that led me there. But those lessons brought me here, to what I like to call my comfort and elegance era. And that's what I want to share with you today, the 5 most comfortable shoes I've ever owned. Each one has its own little story, a reason why I fell in love with it, and how it's helped me rediscover what it means to walk confidently without compromising style. So settle in, grab a cup of something warm, maybe slip your feet into your favorite slippers, and let's chat about the shoes that made me realize comfort can absolutely be chic. Number 1. Tan loafers. You know, when I think back, I remember the first pair that really changed my idea of what comfortable could mean. It was this soft pair of tan loafers. Very simple, nothing flashy at all. Honestly, I almost walked past them. I remember thinking, these look too plain, do I really need another pair of flats? But something about the leather caught my eye, so I tried them on. And love, the moment my feet slid in, I kid you not, it felt like they were made for me. That gentle cushioned hug around my heels, the way the inside was lined with that smooth fabric, it just felt right. You know, when your body tells you, yes, this is it. That's exactly how it felt. I wore them out of the store that same day. Laugh softly, I remember pairing them with my cream trousers and a loose white blouse, and when I caught my reflection, I thought, that's what elegance in comfort looks like. It wasn't loud or overdone, it was just me at ease. And what I found so beautiful about those loafers is how versatile they were. I could wear them to brunch, to church, even to the market, and they always gave me that graceful put-together look without trying too hard. No pinching, no wobbling, just comfort that made me move with confidence. That's when I realized, comfort doesn't take away from elegance, it enhances it. Because when you feel good, you automatically carry yourself differently. Your shoulders relax, your smile softens, and suddenly you just look radiant without even meaning to. And funny enough, after those loafers, I found myself craving that same feeling in everything I wore, which led me to a pair that to this day, I call my secret weapon for looking stylish on those days when I don't feel like doing too much. Now, this next pair, I call them my secret weapon for a reason. They're not fancy, not the kind of shoes you'd see in a store window and instantly fall in love with, but once you slip them on, you understand their quiet charm. Number 2, low block-heeled sandals. They're these soft, low block-heeled sandals. Not flat, not high, just the perfect in-between. You know, that sweet spot where your feet feel supported, but you still get that gentle lift that makes your posture look graceful. That's exactly what they give me. I remember finding them during one of those lazy afternoons when I wasn't even planning to shop. I'd gone out for coffee, wandered into a small boutique, and there they were, a soft nude pair sitting quietly on the shelf. I tried them on just for fun, and the moment I stood up, it felt like my feet finally remembered what comfortable meant. What made me fall in love, though, wasn't just the comfort, it was how elegant they looked. The strap sat beautifully across my feet, showing just enough skin to look delicate, but never too revealing. I could wear them with my midi dresses, my wide-legged pants, or even a pair of jeans, and they instantly made my outfit look more polished. And you know something I've learned, darling? Sometimes, it's not about the shoe itself, it's about the confidence it gives you. Those sandals became my go-to on days when I wanted to look effortlessly elegant without putting in too much thought. They made me feel like I could walk into any room, brunch with friends, a casual dinner, even errands, and still carry myself like a woman who knows her worth. It's funny how the right shoe can do that, isn't it? How it can quietly shift your mood and make you stand taller. And then, just when I thought I'd found my perfect balance between comfort and style, I came across something completely unexpected, a pair that reminded me that fun has no age limit. So this next pair, this one makes me smile every time I think about it. It's the pair that reminded me fashion can still be fun, no matter how old we get. You see, after years of choosing calm, neutral tones, beige, taupe, soft browns, I found myself craving a little spark, something that could still look classy but with a bit more personality. That's when I stumbled on number 3, soft leather sneakers. Yes, sneakers. Now I know what you might be thinking. Sneakers. At this age. But trust me, these aren't your typical sporty ones. They had this subtle gold trim at the heel, a light blush tone that wasn't too loud, and that cushioned sole that makes you feel like you're walking on clouds. I remember slipping them on and thinking, why did I ever stop wearing shoes like this? They had that youthful charm but were refined enough to wear with almost anything. My flowy dresses, casual skirts, even linen pants. And the best part? They made me move freely again. No stiffness, no hesitation, just comfort and confidence. I wore them one weekend for a little outing, just a walk at the park and some light shopping, and I can't tell you how many compliments I got. One lady even stopped me to ask, "You look so relaxed, yet so stylish. Where did you get those?" And I smiled and said, "You know what? It's not just the shoes, it's how they make me feel. That's the beauty of it, isn't it? When we feel at ease, it shows. It reflects in our walk, our posture, even the way we smile." And those sneakers reminded me that elegance doesn't always mean heels or formal shoes. Sometimes, it's the joy in the step. And funny enough, after those sneakers, I started paying attention to how every shoe made me feel, rather than just how it looked. Which led me to another discovery, one that taught me a very personal lesson about caring for my feet as much as I care for my appearance. After those sneakers, I started paying more attention to what my feet were really trying to tell me. You know, sometimes we ignore them. We chase the look, the trend, the little sparkle, but our feet always tell the truth. They'll let you know when they're tired, when they're not supported, or when you've pushed them a little too far for beauty's sake. That realization came to me the day I found this next pair. Number 4, a set of soft leather mules with a tiny wedge heel. Not high at all, just enough to give me that little lift I've always loved. What caught my attention first wasn't even the style, it was how the inside felt. The insole was padded like a gentle cushion, the kind that molds to your step. I slipped them on and took a few steps, and I remember whispering, "Oh, this is what I've been missing." They had this elegant cut at the front, just enough to make my feet look slender, and the color, a calm, dusty rose, paired beautifully with almost everything in my wardrobe. I wore them the next day for an afternoon gathering, and it felt so effortless. I stood, walked, talked, laughed, and by the end of the day, I realized I hadn't thought about my feet once. You know that feeling, when something feels so good, it disappears from your mind completely. That's when you know it's right. And that's what those mules did. They gave me peace. But beyond the comfort, they taught me something more important. As we age, our style shouldn't be about chasing trends. It should be about listening to our bodies, our moods, and what makes us feel truly at ease. Those mules became a little reminder that elegance isn't in what draws attention, it's in what allows us to move through life comfortably, confidently, and quietly graceful. And speaking of quiet grace, the final pair I want to share with you holds a special place in my heart. They're not the newest or the fanciest, but they tell a story of how I came to truly understand what comfort means to me now. Before I reveal the last pair, I want to hear from you, my loves. What's your most comfortable pair of shoes? The ones you slip on and instantly feel like yourself again. No fuss, no pain, just peace. Go ahead and tell me in the comments. I truly love reading your stories. Some of you have such beautiful taste, and sometimes I even discover new brands from what you share here. So don't be shy, let's make this a little conversation. And while you're at it, tell me, do you still go for heels sometimes? Or have you fully embraced your comfort era like I have? You see, that's one of the things I love most about this community. We all have different journeys with style. Some of us are rediscovering what feels good, others are experimenting again, after years of routine, and many are simply learning that comfort can be every bit as beautiful as elegance. All right, now that we've shared a bit, let's talk about the last pair, the one that holds a very special meaning for me, because it's not just about fashion this time, it's about growth, acceptance, and a little reminder that we can still be graceful while choosing ease. This last pair, it's different. It's not the kind of shoe that grabs attention when you first see it, but every time I wear it, I'm reminded of how far I've come, not just in style, but in how I see myself. Number 5. A pair of simple slip-on flats, in a warm caramel tone. Nothing fancy. No buckles, no shine, just soft, well-made leather that's aged beautifully over time. I've had them for years, and the funny thing is, the older they get, the better they feel. The leather has molded perfectly to my feet, like it learnt every curve and step of my walk. I bought them during a time I was learning to slow down, to stop rushing, to start enjoying where I was in life. You know, after 50, something shifts. You stop dressing to impress and start dressing to express, to feel good, to feel authentic. These shoes became part of that phase for me. I wear them for long walks, grocery runs, casual lunches. They're the pair that quietly says, I'm comfortable with who I am now. And that's what I want for every woman watching this, to reach that place where your style truly reflects your piece, where every piece you own, even your shoes, tells a little story of self-acceptance and grace. So yes, I've had fancier pairs, I've had trendier ones too, but they're my favorite, because they remind me that beauty doesn't always shine loud. Sometimes it's calm, simple, and deeply felt. And maybe that's the real secret. Elegance starts the moment you stop trying too hard. When you choose what makes you feel free, you start to glow differently. You know, the older I get, the more I realize that true style isn't about having a closet full of new things. It's about knowing what truly works for you. And when you find those little treasures, those pieces that make you feel beautiful and at ease, hold on to them. They're more than just shoes, they're part of your story. So my loves, I hope this little chat reminded you that comfort and elegance can absolutely coexist. You don't have to choose between the two, you just have to listen to yourself a little more. If you enjoyed spending this time with me, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps our little community grow. And if you haven't subscribed yet, come on, join the family here at Age with Style. We talk about all things beauty, grace, and self-confidence beyond 50. And I promise, there's so much more to come. Now before you go, tell me in the comments which of these pairs you'd love to try, or maybe share your own comfort favorite. I love reading your stories. It feels like catching up with old friends. All right, my darlings, take good care of yourselves. Keep walking with confidence. Keep dressing with joy. And most importantly, keep aging with style. Until next time, stay elegant, stay comfortable, and I'll see you soon.